Hey guys, let me see if I can. Yeah, I guess not. Crazy light. It's me and Glam Goat. Little Glam Goat. So, Glammy, what are we going to do today? Today, Marc Jacobs. We are going to get into this beautiful Marc Jacobs, iconic, the wild one. I know, look at all the weird stripes. A lot of people didn't like those stripes, but, I think they're kind of cool. Way to go, dude. So, take a seat, Pete, and let's see what we're going to do today. I really like this palette. Full-size mirror on the top. Here's your plastic guard, right? Beautiful, beautiful palette. I have really come to the conclusion. I mean, when I got this palette, I was like, oh, I must save it for special occasions. But you know what? There's no such thing as enough special occasions to use up a palette like this. So, forget them special occasions. I'm just going to get in there and use this thing. So, let me see. Some of these colors. Wow. This almost reminds me of a shade that was in that Kat Von D. I don't remember the name of it, but it kind of reminds me of it. Wow, look at those blues that are so far apart. All right, I really want to use up. I want to use every shade in here, and I've been just, using it. So now I'm going to get a little bit more serious. And let's start out this corner here just to I wish I didn't have such bad eyes so that I could just use the mirror that's on the actual palette. But no, I need the 8 times magnifying mirror so that I can see my eyeball. Now, these come off with a lot of pigment, and therefore you have to go in really light, because if you get too much on your brush, you're just going to end up with eyeshadow everywhere. And that's just part of having a palette that's so like buttery, and always tap it off, especially when you get to the shimmers. Always tap it off, because I have some kind of allergy thing going on today. All right. Let me go with this in my corner, which I need a particular brush for, and it's probably the one brush, of course, that I did not pick up. Use my little Dome Luxie that we just got. Can I use this? No, that's totally not going to work. Can I do this? That might work. Okay. So, I'm going to use this. I'm going to start in my outside corner here. Yeah, my little dog got into something that he should not have gotten into, because, he's not your average dog. And his little dog self has been like really unhealthy all over the house for a few hours. So his little dog self is outside. And he is not real happy about it. I'm going to come up into the lid a little bit further, I think. Sometimes I just do a little bit of that outside corner, but I think we're gonna put something on there. Maybe a little bit more. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm just you all know how I am. I'm just doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing. Okay, and start packing that on the lid and in that outside triangle and the crease. Okay, and I'm using to do the elf. Just a little elf eye primer, which it's just whoops, wrong thing. Here we go. Pick this one up. Elf. I know it says elf there somewheres. Come on, there you go. Elf. Anyways, that was like $2. And I mean, sometimes I use it for when I'm going out, but generally I just use it for when I'm playing with makeup. But it seems to do a pretty good job, so I got it at Walgreens for $2. And I'm telling you, for $2, I just think you can't really go wrong. It's pretty nice. Okay, Okay, is that a matte or a shimmer? I don't know. Does that look like a matte or a shimmer? It sort of looks matte-ish. Okay? Matte-ish. We're going to take the matte-ish color on this same brush. And we're just going to, a little dabble do ya. And we're going to come into the crease a little bit with that. Kind of into the crease and above. Kind of dragging some of that. Okay, this isn't working. Nah, I was hoping it would, but no. Just kind of dragging some of that brown in there and not going on the actual lid. Blending the brown that is in the crease and the triangle. And just kind of going up with that. Wow. And let's see if we can do that on the other side. Oh. Can I even get where you can see? I don't know. This is why I really like these little detail brushes, because I feel like I just lost the brown. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. So I'm going to go back in a little bit more of that brown. Go right back where I had it to begin with. And blend. And that's a kind of a, I guess maybe a peachy color a little bit. It actually worked out a little bit better on this eye than it did on this one. Okay. And y'all know I'm blind, so I can't see any of the names of the colors. Not that any of the names of the colors even make a difference, but you can tell I've used that green quite a bit. I really need to clean that up. All right, I think I'm going to go. Well, first thing I think I'm going to do is, where is my little super brush? There it is. Ooh. And some, this actually is not what it says on here. This is Pure Cosmetics Get a Grip eye primer. We're going to use that on the lid. Kind of in the center. I think what I'm going to do is work my way like lighter as I get towards the inner corner. Wow, I'm really starting to get low on this stuff, which on the one hand is kind of good because I did, well, this has been a while ago, I did a comparison on different eye primers. There was a few different eye primers, and I ended up with, I don't know, like 4 or 5 different ones. And they're all, pretty good. I mean, there's none of them that I would just say didn't work at all, or, you needed to just throw away. I mean, they all kind of did their thing the way they were supposed to. This one is very grippy. So, okay, I think what I'm going to do is, woohoo, wipe off that brush. I have this Tartist kind of glittery gloss that we got in our boxy. Oh, excuse me. Not a huge fan. Would not go out and buy it, but this time I didn't put anything under it. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just getting used to it, where the first time I put it on, I was expecting some kind of, something. A little bit of pink or a little more glitter or some shine of some sort. And it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of pasty. It smells divine. I mean, whoa, it smells absolutely delicious. Okay, this is not the brush we're going to use for that. We need a little, we're going to use our little bitty angle brush, which is this one right here. And we're going to go into, I don't know. Wow. Okay, I was going to go into that one, but now I'm thinking about going into that one. I think, no, we're going to go into this one. It's kind of a tannish, beigeish shimmer. We're going to lay that right down on top of that primer that we just laid right in there, that grippy stuff, right there in the center. And it almost, I swear it almost doesn't even need to be blended, because it's like it's already blended. It's just really, wow. Really. Yeah, I think when I get done doing this, using all of the palettes thing, I am going to get this one out and wow. And really just use this one for a while, because it just, you know, I haven't loved it enough. I mean, I've loved it, but I've loved it from afar. And I need to pay a little closer attention to her. So we're going to blend here a little bit. I'm going to pull the darker stuff in to the lighter a little bit. And on this side, the darker stuff stands out better. Or maybe it's just the way the lighting is, and, you know, my weird eyesight. But, yeah, I think that's gorgeous. Okay, now we basically just need something for that inside corner. Do we want to go with a pop of color, or... Seriously, we've got like kind of a neutral thing going on, but with shimmer. So, okay, that one's pink, that one's yellow, that one's just a white, but it's not even a shimmer. That one's silver, pink, that one's green. I don't know, what do you think about green? Huh. You know what? I think I'm going to go with the pink, because I think in this setting it will almost go with, it's so pale that it can almost pass as kind of a light beigeish pink. So, I don't know. We shall see. We're going to put that on the inside corner and just bring it back to that lovely shade that we just put on. And yeah, possibly should have gone with a little further with the primer, but you know, the grippy stuff. But you know what? Sometimes it be like that. Wow. I haven't... Wipe off some of the excess. What do you think? I'm going to pull down some of the darkness. Just a little bit. Just to kind of fill in that outside underneath corner a little bit. Just a wee bit. And then I need my little Spot the Dot. And I'm almost thinking of going with the white. You know what? I'm going to try the white, which is not a shimmer. It's just white. I'm not really certain how pigmented that is, but let's find out. A little bit more, maybe. I mean, I'm guessing that a white might be more for like blending into other colors, but I don't know why. I mean, well, there is some dark colors in here, so yeah, maybe. Okay. Not bad. Actually, I'm going to draw that up a little bit. Just a wee bit. Ooh. I tell you, I love this palette. This is, if you really like makeup and you really want to like wear makeup every day and you've gone through some of the, I don't want to say cheaper, but like some of the more middle, you know, the $50, $60 palettes. This is, I mean, look at that. It's just so easy. But I don't think it would be a good first palette because it's like too easy. I really think it's better to learn on things that are a little more difficult because, you know, if you learn on things that are more difficult, then when you get to the easy stuff, you appreciate it more. Where if you learn on the easy stuff, you will never be able to function with the more difficult stuff. You'll be like, oh my God, this is so hard. All right, I know I have, nope, that's brushes. Mascara. Hey, next month we are getting in the BoxyCharm. I don't know how many of you get BoxyCharm, but you know, if you do, or even if you don't, we're getting that Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Have you used it? And if you have, what do you think? You know, is it better than sex? You know, no. But is it like, I mean, is it really all that? It's, you know, the #1 sold mascara in the nation, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know, that could just be the name and good marketing, you know. And I'm sure it's a good mascara. I mean, really, if it was a crappy mascara, you know, no amount of marketing and fancy name is going to save it. But is it really, is it as good as they say it is? You know, is it as good as everybody makes? And I see a few people on YouTube, in YouTube land, they're like, you know, I hate to be that one, but they don't like it. And, you know, I don't know what their experience was with it, but I'm kind of excited about trying it. Not because I'm excited that I'm going to love it, but because, just because of all the hype. And, you know, there's no way I'm paying that amount of money for a mascara. It's just not happening. And I'll tell you what, I think I might even actually have somewhere in my land of makeup stuff. I think I have a couple of like travel size ones maybe. I've just never opened them. Well, and you guys know I've been like going through mascaras and getting mascara, so I've been like, okay, I'm going to use this one up before I open up another one. So, I just opened this Mad Lash from the Balm, which is really one of my all-time favorites. And I still have, I don't know, 2 or 3 full-size. I guess 3 full-size anyways. I have the one from It Cosmetics. I have Wander. I've never opened that. It's like in a tube. like a tube, like a lotion would come in, kind of a tube. And then what's the other one? Oh, and I have another one of these, another Mad Lash from the Balm. And there might even be more over there, I don't know. But I know there's at least those 3. So I don't know. I'm thinking if we do get that, and it looks like we're going to, I might search out those other ones and throw them in a drawer so that sometime in the future, maybe use them for a giveaway. Because I've never even opened them. I'm just, have not been tempted because, like I said, I don't want 5 mascaras open at the same time. To me, that's ridiculous. Right now, I've got 2 open at the same time, and that's ridiculous. So, it is what it is. Okay, where did this come from? Go back from whence you have came. Okay, guys, seriously, it's an expensive palette, but there's a reason it's an expensive palette. It's just, I really like it. And there are people that don't like this because it is a very soft, it is a very, it's powder, but it's very buttery powder. It can be difficult to work with, and I could see where, like, if you got too much on, it might take you the next 10 years to blend it out, so you might end up having to, like, wash it off, which is why I say it's probably not a good palette to start on, but definitely a nice palette if if you're getting a little more comfortable and you really want something special. I'm sorry. I have heard that the Natasha Denona, the smaller palettes and the mini palettes are a different formula from the larger palettes. I don't have a larger palette. I've stuck my fingers in them at Sephora, and they do seem like they're a little bit different, but I don't think that's right. If you're going to do it, then do it. Have it in all of them, because, that's what leads people. If I buy your $25 mini Sunset palette, which I did, and you want me to buy your $130 Sunset palette, if it's 2 different formulas and the one in the $25 mini isn't as good as the one in the larger one, I'm not going to buy the larger one because, I'm sorry, I bought this one and it's not all that. So, it just doesn't entice me. When they go cheap or they have different formulas in the cheaper, less expensive palettes, it does not entice me to buy the more expensive, larger palettes, even if it's a better formula, because it's just poor marketing in my opinion, and, whatever. No. Where with the Marc Jacobs, I think his formula is pretty much all the same. I've never seen anybody go, oh, I got the one with 6 shades in it and it seems different. And I think they're all pretty much the same. They're all just special. And, hers are 130, 200 and something, this is, I think it's 24 shades. And it was $100. Now, granted, $100 is still a lot of money to be putting out on an eyeshadow palette. But, if you're going to compare it to, like, Natasha Denona, in my opinion, the Marc Jacobs is better. Especially if you're buying the smaller palettes. The Marc Jacobs smaller palettes are definitely better. The larger palette, I don't know, I can't attest to, but for $30 and, you know, $150 cheaper. And it's like so. I don't know. Can you like really? Oh, you know what? I need to shut off the stupid light. Whew, that helps. Wow, now I can almost see, but I really, really like this palette. And you can get some really loud looks or you can get some quiet looks. This is almost a neutral, except that I do have some shimmer. And I put the white, you know, in here and pulled it up. But it's still very elegant. I'm not sure that's even the word I'm looking for. But it's, you know, it's just really, I'm sorry. I really like my Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs is definitely my favorite. And when I get done going through all these palettes, I am pulling that Marc Jacobs out. And I'm going to start using that because it's ridiculous to have a palette that I did not pay $100 for, but I did pay a lot of money for it. And it's, you know, it's ridiculous to have something like that and save it for special occasions. Because, no, use it. Use it. You know, why am I using the not so good stuff when this really good stuff is sitting in a drawer? Hello, use it. So, that is my call on that. We are going to be getting into this, the BoxyCharm Protege from Suva. S-U-V-A, Suva, Suva, no, I don't know. It's got like highlighters, it's got shadows. You could probably use the highlighters as shadows. You can probably use the shadows as face products. I don't know, but I did try it once and I got a very nice look with it. So yeah, we're going to be using this a little bit more. I gotta go, you know, stay at work tomorrow night. So, well, by the time I get this up, I will have already been and be home again. But I think I'm going to take this with me and, you know, try to do some fun stuff with this while I'm there. And New Year's resolutions. Wow.